federalist, you can say there's lots of different reasons, where I would rather have the governors do it, make their own determination. They're smaller, and not in all cases, but sort of they're smaller cases, but I'm not sure 100% that Dr. Fauci said that, but you can ask him. Tell me, you want to say something, please?
So I had good conversations with the governor of Nebraska and the governor of Iowa over here, and it's interesting that functionally, even though they have not given a strict stay-at-home, what they are doing is really functionally equivalent to that. And we had a really good conversation with both of the governors, when I had mentioned that, I think there was a public response that they weren't really doing anything at all, and they really are doing a very good job, both of them. Those are the only two that I spoke to, but it was a really good conversation, and I want to make sure people understand that just because they don't have a very strict stay-at-home order, they have in place a lot of things that are totally compatible with what everyone else is doing.
If I could ask one about Fauci before you.
Sure.
About getting back to normal, so you wanted to get back to normal as soon as possible. Will we truly get back to normal in this country before there's an actual vaccine that's available to everybody? How do you start lifting the restrictions?
If you want to get to pre-corona virus, that might not ever happen in the sense of the fact that the threat is there, but I believe with the therapies that will be coming along and with the fact that I feel confident that over a period of time we'll get a good vaccine, that we will never have to get back to where we are right now. So if that one's getting back to normal, then we'll get back to normal.
I think that with the therapies, and I think that with the vaccines, which I have total confidence are coming, I'm dealing with the companies, I'm talking to Johnson & Johnson, I'm talking to all of them. I think that when you add the tremendous stimulus that we're giving, like for instance, deductibility for restaurant expenses for restaurants and entertainment, the money that we're talking about for small businesses and employees to keep everybody working, and other things that we're frankly working on right now, which are going to be great for our people. I think when you add that to it, I think we can get more than back to normal from an economic standpoint, actually be better, but more than back to normal. But I would agree that we'd love to see a vaccine, but immediately we'd love to see a therapeutic. And I think we're getting very close.
Do you think you'll be able to lift restrictions on April 30th?
I don't want to comment on that, but I can tell you that we certainly want to try. We certainly want to see what's going on. We're doing very well. Look, you look at most places where that, you can call it the bump, you can call it the hill, you can call it the mountain, you can call it whatever you want to do. It's very flat. You take a look, and that was done through mitigation. That was done through a lot of good work. And that far exceeded our expectations before. I mean, people can't even believe how low some of those bumps are, some of those hills are. They're very surprising. You have a couple of tough ones. New Jersey's been very tough, and New York has been very tough. They're crowded in, it's tight, it's tougher. But we far exceeding, California far exceeds, Washington State far exceeds. You look at so many of these states, how well they're doing. The 8 states, by the way, and I haven't spoken to the governors, but Tony's so right. They may not have it from the standpoint that they're saying it, but those people are practicing it, and they're doing a fantastic job. Take a look at where they are in terms of the levels, but take a look where they are. So, but if I thought it was something that, and I've looked at them very carefully, looked at them today, looked at them yesterday, from a constitutional standpoint, I'd love not to get involved with that, and not from a legal standpoint, just from a moral constitutional standpoint. Because legally I can, but morally, I believe in our Constitution much more so than most people. And I'd love to be able to let the governors do what they have to do. Those states are doing a fantastic job, all 8 of them. They're doing a fantastic job. So we'll see what happens. As to your question, you fully understand what I'm saying, so thank you. Yes, please.
Hi, I have 2 questions if I may, one from somebody outside the room. And first, do you think Boris Johnson, when he talked about shaking hands with hospital patients, did he downplay the threat of this virus too much? And do you know exactly what his current...
Well, I think Boris was looking at it differently. He was looking at it earlier. He was looking at it like ride it out.